everyone. It's Friday morning. I've already been to work and now I'm pretty much home for the day. I'm gonna do a quick practice here and then I'm gonna head off to the art store. Probably Dick Blick's. I usually will sketch my portraits in with, but today I'm going to do a quick sketch with the pencil. And try and mark all the lights and grays and stuff. Shadows and light. Let's see, I got to pick somebody. I found a picture on here I think I want to do. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do an old picture of Albert Einstein. Guess we'll do this one. He has a pipe in his mouth. This looks pretty good. Let me set my display and brightness so my phone doesn't shut off on me. We'll edit this. All right. Put my picture here. There's Albert there. All right, let's see if I could do this. I actually want to fill this thing in because it's a small portrait, and I'm going to start out with the old egg shape here. It's actually, he's got like a wide. All right, there we go. I'll start out with the eyebrows are kind of up high. I don't know if I should be sketching this with paint. I think it would be a lot easier on me. The thing about the pencil is I could erase it if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and use a brush. I don't like using a pencil anyway, so I'll sketch it out in burnt umber. Because this is going to be an oil painting, so darkening the eye socket here. How's everybody doing? Got his ear over there. I like doing guys that, you know, have mustaches. It's pretty fun. This kind of angle, I'm a little bit difficult. I'm already putting the sweatshirt in there. Drop the pipe in here as well. This ought to be fun. This is going to be a fun one. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's probably boring right now, but once I get some color going in here, alright. He's got lots of wrinkles. I guess he was kind of old, like me. See, I'm glad I decided to use a brush, because I'm going to use some burnt sienna for the hair so I can distinguish the color here. Da ba ba da 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 ba. It's going to be amazing if this ends up looking like them. I mainly do practice for my colors inside the face. Alright, I think I can get started. So what I'm going to do now is actually try and sketch them out with the burnt umber. Hopefully I can get this right. Start with the nose here. This is just straight burnt umber. I'm going to be using color palette. So it's going to be quite the red tones are going to be a lot of red tones, I know that. I don't have to worry about that eyebrow later. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Let's see, this is kind of tilted. This is where I have difficulties. I think this is too high already, so I'm going to have to lower it down here. Make this one higher. Get it just right, the nose it'll look funny. So this side of the nose is actually higher. Kind of angles down like that. Alright, and we got the mustache here. go ahead and cool pipe. I'm going to have some smoke coming out of that pipe when it's all said and done. Zoom into his eyes now so I can get these just right. So we're going to do this the easy way. Alright, I think I'm going to start laying some color in here now. It's got a lot of shadows on his face here. See, he's got a lot of red up in his forehead. Which, when the people talk about putting color up there, it's usually yellow because they say that the blood doesn't really flow up there too much. I'm going to kind of guess where his lip is for now. It's going to come on the side of this pipe. I might have to raise it up a bit. Cool. Whoops. Trying to mix a... A little too dark. He's got like a salt and pepper mustache. All right, well, some of you are still here. All right, here we go. I'm going to start with, use the, I already got most of the dark tones in here. This is going to kind of change here. So I'm just going to mix the second color that Rembrandt uses from the dark, which is red, a little white, burnt umber, and yellow ochre. So it's mostly red, a little white, burnt umber, and a little yellow ochre. So this is the color I'm going to use for all the shading over here. And hopefully it ends up looking like Rembrandt. Do. I add a little more red to it, I guess. And now the next color is a yellow ochre with just a little bit of white. Maybe a little yellow. Just here and there. The next color is the skin tone. Is white, yellow ochre, and red. So it's mostly white, a little bit of yellow ochre, and then a little red. Get that pink color. And I'm going to make it some bit stuff like that. So this side of his nose is pretty light. I don't care if it looks dark for right now, because what I'll do is I can always lighten it up. Starting to look like them. Thanks for the thumbs up. Who do we got in here? Anybody I know? Katie. Yeah, Anti-D stream. All right. When you going live? I'm just trying different techniques here. I know I'm just playing around, but I've been trying a whole bunch of different techniques. This one's kind of cool because it all like eventually comes together, you know. There's another I've seen someone do, a technique where they do everything in grayscale first, which is kind of cool, but I don't want to have to do so much detail in the eyes, so that's why I'm doing them like this. I'll have to do it with the white, and but yeah, if you got any tips you want to send over to me, that'd be great. I'll watch you. Let me know when you go live next. I kind of like it so far. I'm not trying to make an exact Albert Einstein. I'll do his ears next. I like doing the ears. Some people say the ears are the hardest to do, but I kind of like doing them. Gonna make them a little more reddish. This one's a little lighter. Singing, I can't wait. Elizabeth, how you doing? Well, it's not beautiful yet, but it's getting there. I kind of like it so far. That's all freehand there. I didn't size it out or anything either. And get this original color here. Mr. Albert Einstein. What's going up? What's going on with his hair? I wonder if he ever washed it. I gotta mix a little more light skin tone because I'm gonna make his eyes look more droopy now. I'll zoom back into his eyes here. I think I got this one pretty good. Yeah, that'll work. Now I'll get some white in his eye now, which is like a little blue and white for the eye socket. I was just going to practice this, and then I got to run and go get some more titanium white. Because apparently I use a lot of that, and I can't find where I put my white. That's weird. I must have dropped it. So bizarre. I can't find my titanium white. I know I put a drop on here. Where is it hiding? This is unreal. You can believe it, but my little tube of titanium white just disappeared. We'll try this color, I guess. It's got a little too much blue in it, but it is what it is. Not bad for just sketching it with a brush, you know, to get the likeness pretty close. He does have some pretty big eyes, man. He does have big eyes. Finally, you know, bought a decent liner brush here to do this detail work. This is the dark color that I started out with. It's not black. It's like a burnt umber with a little bit of burnt sienna in it. I think when I put the eyebrows in, it'll probably look more like them. I'm going to do a couple of those wrinkles. I'm not done with the skin tone yet, but I just want to see how it looks with some of these wrinkles in here. I think it'll be fine. All right, I'm going to blend my skin in now and then do some final touches on it. I tried to wash my mop brush, but I don't know if I got it soft enough. Cool. I think once I get all the wrinkles in there, it's going to look great. Alright, let me take a little break from his face and finish his we'll finish this area down here. Not trying to do it perfect. Well, I can't find my titanium white, so I'll just outline it with this brown for now. It's crazy. It's crazy that I can't find my titanium white. I kind of like it. It's getting there. Oh, I had a touch of work to do here. I'm going to put some kind of background in here now. Let me give him more, finish this hair a little bit here. "48 minutes, not bad." So my background, I guess I'm going to do a brownish burnt sienna, burnt umber, and some red. Kind of keep it a little translucent for now. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. I try and like to get these done, you know, within like an hour and a half. I don't really want to like have it go into a second day. Alright, that's good enough for the background for now. It's probably going to change. I'll probably make it black eventually, depending on how his hair comes out. Alright, I gotta find the white. I guess I have to go look in the other room. Maybe I didn't bring it in here. I'll be right back, guys. Keep an eye out on Albert here. So it was in the other room. Now I remember what I did, because I had an old palette. I stole the white from the other palette. It was just enough to get started. So I thought I had laid that white down, but I was white from my old palette. So now I can fix his eyes and finish his shirt here. Do the shirt first. I'll go over, this is just kind of like my first layer of the paint. I'm going to go in there and lay some colors eventually. Like some blue and green, just for cool highlights and stuff. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da. It's got some kind of sweater on. I guess we'll keep it green. I don't like to use green. It gets all over the brush, man. And it's all over the brush and it's hard to get out. Let's put his eyebrows in now, because I think that'll help it look more like him. So his eyebrows are dark. I'll just use burner, I guess. Not very much of an eyebrow there. I like it. All right, I'm going to start putting some creases in his face now. Do 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 do. I guess I need to finish the tone of the face first. Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Do 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 do. All right, I'm gonna put all the wrinkles in now. I think. Hopefully it hopefully it looks good. This was good practice. There's a lot of wrinkle under here. Alright, it's time to fix his eyeballs. Now that I got here. gonna have to do. He's got some really big eyes. I mean, uh, the colored part of his eyes really big. This is the part that I like. Hopefully I can get the light in there. Touch of light. This was pretty tough. Well, this is the part I usually don't put on here. This is the boring part now because there's a lot of work to be done here now. Alright, well, let's see what I can do here. I guess I need to finish the hair. Albert Einstein. Freehand. I bet if I would have sketched it out with a pencil, it would have even looked more like him. But what are you gonna do? I'm trying to remember. I did an old man not too long. I didn't do the wrinkles like that though. And the wrinkles actually came out pretty good on this old man I did. So it's not the best way to do it, you know. Thanks for watching, guys. Autumn, thank you. Kid's still in there? I'll tell you right now. Let me see. Katie. I can't look you up right now. Let me take a screenshot of your name. Katie C VM2MP. Screenshot. You could see, remember, I don't know if you weren't here from the beginning, but you see how his head is more tilted. I didn't, so I always tend to start painting and everything starts to straighten out on me. Uh, but everything down I got shifted to here, see? When it should have originally been. That should be the center about right there. But it's, I wasn't trying to do it exact, so. I gotta figure what I'm gonna do with these wrinkles because let me do a shirt real quick. I'm gonna have to get the green out. Actually, what I'll do, I'll mix my own green with blue and yellow. That way I don't get that phthalo green all over the place. It's a pretty strong green. So I'll mix some phthalo blue and I got lemon yellow here. Don't need much. I put like blue down, enough for 3 days. It's a nice green. It's a little cerulean blue and yellow and trying to get the shadows in right now if I can. Very cool. I think it's a pretty good likeness of him. I think I want to try one eyelid a little. This is where you can get into some trouble when you start changing things. There we go. That's not. I'm gonna put that red that I made. It's the secondary color. What is it? Red, a little white, and burnt umber. Red, a little white, burnt umber, and a little yellow ochre. It's the color I used out here on shading and stuff. Could be a little darker, so I'm going to add a little red to it, or burnt umber. Not bad. I'm trying to get rid of all the lines, like they look too they look too drawn in. I don't know, I'm gonna manage that. I think that's how I'm gonna end up doing it. I just seen uh, So I'm thinking I know this eye is a little too big. I got to redo the whites again. So what happened uh, when I first put the white in, I didn't have white. So now it's just soaking in to the dark underneath. So I'll probably have to redo the eyes white tomorrow when it's kind of dry. But I like it. Well, it's really cool. Whoops. I left my brand new liner brush in the cup with the thinner in there, and it bent the tip of it. There we go. I kind of like that now. Okay, what I was doing wrong, I was it was too dark of a color. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna lighten up these lines a little here. I mean, I'll define them, but it's a lighter brown. I originally put that. Doesn't have to be that dark. I like it. It's all starting to come together now. Wow. I'm really with that, guys. I'm glad you guys, some of you watched. I'm going to do the pipe now. The pipe is going to actually be dark because I'm using a lot of translucent colors, so I want this to really be bold. And for the shadow of the pipe, we'll use my darkest brown tone that I used here. Oh wow, it's cool. That shadow ends up popping out here. And then on the shirt here. Very cool. Look at that, guys. Thanks for watching. I know it took an hour and a half, but I'm really happy with it. So the next, I'm going to take a little break, but the next one I do, I'm going to do I'm going to practice either a Da Vinci face or a Michelangelo face. One of their sketches that, it's going to be a sketch that they never finished, or there's a lot of them. One of those guys, I think it was Da Vinci, was a really, he'd rather sketch than paint. I'll fix that eye tomorrow once it dries up a bit. But there we go. I'm really happy with this. Let me blend this a little bit here. Let's do this. Put these creases back in here. I actually don't mind the darker lines anymore. The like the detail work. I think as long as you make them thin and a lighter brown. If you make them too dark, because it's kind of hard to blend those in, man. It really is. But I think a few of them in there is okay. It depends on what, your own style. I mean, I don't like to copy people's stuff, I mean, I laid that paint in there the best way that I know how. So that's where your style comes from. It's good to get tips from people, though. It really is and then you can incorporate them later on into your own work. There's still a lot of cleanup to do in here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I like that color. That's a really nice color. Let me bring some of it down here. If you look at some Rembrandt uh, portraits, they're pretty cool because he used a lot of this reddish tone and stuff. Very nice. I mean, if I was going to sell this, I would finish it really good. But all right, thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I get a couple new followers, subscribers. I'm going to set up for my next painting. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.